You weren't born stuck. You weren't born confused. You weren't born with doubt. You weren't born full of fear. Somewhere along the road, life handed you a weight and said, carry this. And you did. But I'm here to tell you, if you can carry it, you can drop it. See, being stuck doesn't mean you're broken. Being stuck means you paused and forgot to hit play again. It means you listened too long to people who don't know your fire, don't know your pain, don't know your dreams, and don't know your power. Some of you are sitting on gold mines of potential, sitting on businesses that were supposed to be launched, books that were meant to be written, conversations you were supposed to have, relationships you were supposed to walk away from, or maybe walk into. But you're stuck in the memory of failure, stuck in what they said about you, stuck in the loop of your own excuses, stuck scrolling and comparing, watching other people live the life you dream about while yours passes you by like a train you missed, but keep watching from the platform. You better get up. Life doesn't give you a map. It gives you moments. And if you waste your moments, you waste your mission. If you waste your mission, you waste your meaning. And that's why some of you feel empty, because you've been ignoring the call that keeps whispering it's time. Let me tell you something. You are not stuck because life is unfair. You are not stuck because you're unqualified. You are not stuck because it's too late. You are stuck because you've accepted stuck as your home address. And the truth is, the same energy it takes to stay stuck, that same energy could be used to set yourself free. You've got to stop waiting for the perfect moment. That moment doesn't exist. You have to create your moment. You have to rise even when you're tired, even when you're hurting, even when you're scared, especially when you're scared. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else matters more than the fear. Pick yourself up. I know you've been through hell. I know life hit you harder than you ever imagined. I know you cried silently at night and smiled publicly during the day. I know. But listen, you're still here. That means something. That means your chapter isn't finished. That means your story isn't over. That means you still have a reason. So why are you sitting on your gift? You don't need more time, you need more truth. The truth is, life doesn't owe you clarity. Clarity comes from movement. You don't think your way into purpose. You act your way into it. Every step forward reveals the next one. But nothing reveals itself to people who don't move. I said, get out. You've been dragging your soul through the mud of doubt, trying to convince yourself you're not ready. But deep down, you know. If you don't move now, you'll still be stuck 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. And regret, that pain is too heavy to carry. You're not stuck because of what you can't do. You're stuck because of what you won't do. You won't forgive yourself. You won't try again. You won't cut loose what's been holding you down. You won't believe that your dream still matters. But it does. It matters. The world doesn't need more people playing it safe. The world needs people who rise even when everything inside them is telling them to give up. That's who you are. You just forgot. You forgot that your story is your power. You forgot that your scars are your testimony. You forgot that pain wasn't meant to trap you. It was meant to transform you. So this is the day. This is your line in the sand moment. This is the day you declare, I will not die stuck. I will not let fear write my story. I will not sit on the edge of my greatness and watch it pass me by. I will pick myself up, even if I have to do it with trembling hands. Even if I have to do it alone. Even if I fail the first few times, I will rise, because stuck is a state of mind. But freedom is a decision. And today I decide Being stuck is a mindset, not a life sentence. Movement creates momentum. You might feel like your life is paused, like something invisible is holding you back. But let's be clear. What's holding you isn't outside of you, it's within. It's not your job, your family, your past, your environment, or education. It's not even your mistakes. It's the mindset that has convinced you that where you are is where you're meant to stay. Being stuck is not about lack of opportunity. It's about the story you keep telling yourself. The story that says, I'm not ready. The story that says, this is just how it is. The story that whispers, what's the point? That story has become your cage, and you've been walking in circles inside of it, thinking you're moving, but going nowhere. The truth is, you've accepted the illusion of being stuck as reality. But that illusion cracks the moment you take a step. Any step. Because the moment you move, your energy shifts. The moment you shift, your vision clears. The moment your vision clears, your direction shows up. Movement doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. You don't climb a mountain in a leap. You climb it one small step at a time. The same principle applies to your life. Every small action you take toward your growth, toward your healing, toward your goals, they multiply. They create momentum. They create a rhythm that pulls you forward. You ever tried pushing a car that's in park? It's hard, but once you get it moving, even a little, it gets easier. Your life is the same way. The longer you sit in park, the heavier everything feels. But once you start moving, even slowly, you begin to break free from that heaviness. That weight starts to lift. You don't need a breakthrough moment to get unstuck. You don't need the perfect opportunity, the right words, or some miracle from the sky. What you need is to make a decision, to move anyway. Move scared. Move messy, move tired, just move. Because every motion creates a ripple in your mind. And that ripple disrupts the belief that you're stuck. And once that belief is shaken, you become dangerous. Dangerous to the limitations that have kept you small. Momentum doesn't wait for confidence. Confidence is built through momentum. You take action, you see change, and change fuels belief. That belief builds courage, and courage carries you when motivation can't. Some people are waiting for the motivation to move. But real movers don't wait for motivation. They create it by choosing discipline over delay, direction over distraction. You're not stuck because there's no way forward. You're stuck because you've stopped looking. You're stuck because you've stopped moving. Movement awakens your mind. Movement stirs up your spirit. Movement unlocks strength you didn't even know you had. When you stop, life feels heavy. But when you move, even with uncertainty, you start to remember who you are.